I'm Nathan Milliner, and I'm playing the role of Walter in Marjorie Prime. So I auditioned because I wanted to work with Clint Gill. We'd been on stage together, but I hadn't been directed by him yet. So that was the initial reason. But then I read the script, and it was just so strong. It's very smart, very funny, but it's a show that you really have to pay attention to. It's a show about conversations, memories, and the thing is, memories are always kind of flexible, and depending on whose perspective it is, and they change. And so you really have to take in what you're hearing on stage, and and just the roles themselves are extremely challenging. I've never played anything like it, and then luckily I've landed with a really great cast of actors that I admire, that I've seen, and so I'm just saying I'm glad I did. I was kind of balancing on two different shows. I'm kind of glad I pulled the trigger on this one. My feelings on AI, well, I'm a professional artist, so we don't like AI too much because a lot of the AI in the visual arts world is about replacing artists. A lot of people aren't hiring artists now because of it, because they can just use a program and get a piece of artwork like that, or 50 pieces of artwork, instead of paying an artist for it. So not my friend, but at the same time, you can't place humanity. You can't place the human touch, the human mind, human creativity. So that's the one missing piece that pertains to the show. I mean, they are AI, but they are just a reflection. They are just a copy. Or the only thing they can do is take in information and mirror it. They can't feel it or create it or be it. They just are. It lacks humanity, and that's the big difference. Easy answers, your children thing. When I think about that with my daughter started acting here a couple of years ago. I was an art director on a children's show, and it was during COVID or right after, so she wasn't getting a lot of social opportunities with kids. So I said, why don't you come along and hang out, because there's a lot of kids in this show, and maybe you can meet some friends, because she was artistic, liked to write, liked to make movies. And she was just really hanging on my arm. She was very shy, and Emily Keys was the director here of the show, and they were short some kids, and they asked Lily if she would stand in, and I figured she'd freeze, and she did. And she got up there, and she was nervous, but she did it, and she won the part, and it's kind of opened up a whole new world for her of confidence. And so that's a very special memory I wouldn't want to forget.